So the question is what are virtual hosts in regards to web servers? So you've probably heard of what is called shared hosting, where one web server can host many different websites. Depending on the shared hosting provider you're using, it may be a ridiculous number of websites, and you may wonder how that is able to happen. Basically, all that is a configuration file within your web server. So whether you're using Apache or Nginx or IIS, they have different ways of creating virtual hosts. But all you do is in the configuration file, you say www.failnormal.com, and then you point it to a directory within the file structure. So www.failnormal.com gets pointed to /var/www/failnormal. So if somebody's going to www.failnormal.com, they'll actually be dumped into that folder. If I have www.geekfieldnotes.com, then that would be /var/www/geekfieldnotes.com. And then if you're going to geekfieldnotes.com, you'll be dumped into that folder. So that's really all there is to virtual hosts. If you're going to be using Apache, if you're going to be using IIS, if you're going to be using Nginx, some of these different web servers use a different name for virtual hosts. It's the same concept, whatever you do. Basically, if you're interested in setting this up, figure out what web server you're using and basically type that name in plus virtual host, how to set up, and they'll show you how to do this. But that's basically all you're doing here. When web traffic comes into your web server, it sees what domain the traffic is trying to go to, and then it will dump them into that folder. An important thing to understand about this is that you can have different security and different permissions for different folders. So for www.failnormal.com. That'll dump me into /var/www/failnormal. And with that, I could have different read, write, execute permissions versus a Geek Field Notes folder. And so this is something that people will do. If you have a static web page, you may just want people to have the read permission. If you have some kind of more dynamic web page, maybe people are going to be uploading things, then you can change permissions that way. So that is one thing to realize with a virtual host is the file and folder permissions can be different based off of where the people are being dumped. Now, when we talk about virtual host, one of the important things to understand is when people think about this, they may be thinking about virtualization. Do realize that with this, all you're doing is pointing people to different files or folders. This has nothing to do with your memory allocation. This has nothing to do with your storage allocation. This has nothing to do with your CPU. Everything shares the same resource space. This is one of the reasons why when you hear about shared hosting plans and certain shared hosting plans being very slow is because if you put 1,000 websites onto one crappy ass server and they're all doing whatever they're doing, basically whenever people are going to those different websites, that requires CPU cycles, that requires RAM, that requires IO from storage. And if you have enough traffic coming to all these different sites, then that will slow all the other sites down. This is one of the issues that you can run into. If you have one site that gets a lot of traffic and then other sites that don't get so much traffic, that one site on the server that's getting a lot of traffic can take the resources and slow down all other sites that are on the server. As far as it goes with virtual host and Apache and IIS, there's nothing you can really do about this resource consumption. That's where you would actually create a virtual machine. You would create some kind of other way for separating out your web servers and your web services. But in general, if all you want is one server to be able to host multiple websites, that what you use is what's called virtual host. You configure it, and as people come in through the different domains, they will be dumped into whatever folders that you have configured. That's what virtual hosts are, and that's why they matter.